Welcome. My name is Topi, and this is a different type. This is going to be a more Topi talk type of episode for you guys today, where I'm going to be talking about the Porsche collab and how I feel about it, and all the numbers and percentages and stuff like that. About the Porsche collab, there's this really nice diagram that was created by a guy named DragonJet on Reddit, and I'll be showing that on screen, but I'll also be saying everything. So if you're doing other stuff, if you're washing dishes, doing some chores, if you're still at work and you shouldn't be watching something, but you're watching something, you can just put this in your ear. You don't actually have to see what's happening. You can just listen to what I'm saying, and we can just get it going. But let's start. It was one of the things I was most excited for in the 1.1 update was that Porsche collab, because the skin looks really nice, and then obviously the Porsche is pretty cool too. But the CN side of NTE is 1 week ahead of us in the US, so the Porsche collab's already live for them. It's been calculated how many fonts or how much annulleth that you'll have to spend in order to go and get everything pretty much in the event, which of course means the big pieces being the MC0's outfit as well as the actual Porsche vehicle, and it's not looking too good. There was a person on Reddit, I was scrolling through, they uploaded a diagram that they created. By the way, I'll leave that in the description below. It was created by DragonJet is their Reddit handle, and it's not looking good. So pretty much, and I have like a script written out, so I want to make sure I get the numbers correctly, and then I'm also going to show the thing that they made on screen as well a few times. But so DragonJet shows that the car isn't available to be pulled from the Porsche event Gacha until pull 6, right? Once you get to pull 6, there's a 0.221% chance of getting it, which most likely is going to happen. And at that point, by pull 6, at the very least, you would have spent at least 880,000 fonts or 880 annulleth. So even if you were super lucky with the Porsche event, that car is going to cost you at least 880,000 fonts or 880 annulleth. The outfit, however, has rates starting from the first pull being a 0.36% chance, which is already more than the car at pull 6. But yeah, it's kind of rough. When the rates actually become kind of worth, I guess, comes at pulls 11 through 14, with the outfit being at a 13% chance and the car being at a 3% chance. Then at pull 12, it's a 24 and 7. Pull 13, it's a 44 and 15% chance. And then finally at the 14th pull, it's going to be an 80% chance for the outfit and a 31% chance of getting the vehicle, the Porsche car. And then at pull 15, it's guaranteed to get one of them. It's a 100% chance. But even at pull 11, when the rates are a little bit more realistic of you getting it, you've already spent either 6.7 million fonts or 5,380 annulleth. Oh, and let me tell you, Pink Paws isn't paying us enough to do that. In total, most players are going to have to hit pity, which is the 15 pulls, and that will cost you 19.8 million fonts or a whopping 12,980 annulleth. Ooh, that hurts. Which, by the way, if you do have the first time bonus for the $100 Rift Crystal pack, that's not even enough to get it. You still will be 20 annulleth off, which is insane. This is USD, by the way, $100 USD. So yeah, this is a pretty pricey collab, and I think it's pretty weird because oftentimes collab events want you to actually get the thing that's part of the collab. It's tough. I mean, I think the annulleth way would probably be cheaper in the gacha thing, but of course you have to spend real money for that. And of course, if you're free to play and you have the amount to do, it would kind of be nonsensical to spend your free to play annulleth to get something in an event rather than characters that actually come out. So I know nobody's going to be doing that, but it's rough. I think this event was a bad idea, especially for it being their first collab and it being so early in the stages of the game, because it can put a bad taste in a lot of the players' mouths, right? And it could discourage some people from playing as well, because it kind of seems like this is the trend that's going to continue, is that these events are going to be this expensive and such going on in the future, which I hope not for the longevity of the game. I'm hoping they kind of realize what's going on here and how the players are taking it, and instead they will change it in the future. And I mean, there is the argument that could be said that there's new events, there's new places and stuff like that in the 1.0 update, so that those events and places are going to give you funds in a Nolith. But that alone, I don't think makes this what I feel to be an overly predatory event to be okay, right? And this is a gacha game, and gacha games are predatory just by baseline. You know, they run on FOMO, and they also have their characters in which you most likely will have to spend on if you want to get each character with their signature arc and such, and the new cars and outfits and stuff that come out. But this is like on the higher tier of it, which is kind of a switch from how the game has been so far, with it being, I would say, decently generous with what they're giving out. But again, this is honeymoon phase, the game just launched, so take that in consideration. But I don't know, it is quite a big switch, and I don't know how I feel about it too much. Yeah, it's rough. I didn't think it was going to be like that, but it's kind of good that CN is a little bit ahead of us, because now we know what's going on, and we can kind of talk and deliberate with ourselves and throughout in the community to see if this is worth and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's tough, but let me know what you guys think. If you're still going to spend on this event, if you really want the Porsche or the outfit, you're just going to see where your luck takes you up to like pull 7 or something, I don't know. But yeah, let me know. And also huge W's to that guy or girl who posted the Reddit thing and created that diagram for us. That was really awesome. They also have a side that shows the mix pulls, so fonts and analyth, like how much analyth you'll have to spend if you spend X amount of fonts and stuff like that, which is really nice. And they also did the percentages, which I think is really cool. So yeah, it's rough. That's a lot of analyth you'll have to spend. That's a lot of fonts you'll have to spend if you do want these things guaranteed. But it is what it is. I'm still going to pull for it because I really like the stuff. I think it's going to be cool either way. I do hope I get it early, obviously, but if I don't, it's what I signed up for anyways. It is what it is. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. It sucks, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it is optional. And although it is set up this way, and it is really messed up, I wouldn't want to kind of like sway your whole opinion of the game, because the game is still really good down to its core. The story's all right, the characters are pretty cool, they're funny, the game is cozy, has nice music and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of other things besides just this one thing right now. More things happen in the future, and that kind of changes stuff, but as of right now, I think NTE is in a good place, and I don't think that this Porsche collab should, you know, kind of tarnish its name so far. But that's just my perspective. You think what you want to think. This is just how I feel about it, and you know, I hope it doesn't drive a bunch of people away from the game. But thank you all for watching. My name is Topi. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.